For the last 3 years, SI.com has put together a list of the top 100 players heading into the next NBA season. In all 3 years, LeBron James has been #1 on the list. Ben Golliver, Rob Mahoney have created this list. And Rob, looking into not next, but the year after that, who could make a run at #1?
I mean, I think the one name that jumps out is Anthony Davis, just because of his age, because of where he is in his career, just in terms of his trajectory as a player. He's already improved by leaps and bounds since coming into the NBA, where, out of the gate, he was a good offensive player. Now he's at that point where he's a superstar offensively. He's going to be, contending for Defensive Player of the Year on the other side of the ball, just given his ability to block shots, to cover ground, the variety of guys he can defend. I mean, he's an awesome player. And then I think factoring into this discussion, too, is the fact that LeBron is now at a stage where, well, he's not necessarily in a steep decline. He has come off a little bit from his peak, and he's at a point in his career where you really have to manage him a little bit in the regular season. You're kind of watching his minutes in some games. You're letting him take some games off, as the Cavaliers did last year. And when we're looking not only next season, but potentially 2 years into the future, you're looking at a more precipitous form of that. So whereas Davis is a younger player, more able to play bigger minutes potentially, and just has the better all-around impact down the line, we think, than LeBron might.
You know what they said in The Wire, if you're going to come at the king, you best not miss. Ben, what about cracking the top 10? In 2016, what new name will we see in your list?
Maggie, I'm really hoping the Eastern Conference can make a bigger push, because right now it's LeBron and then everybody else is in the West. So when I'm looking at who's the sort of the second tier Eastern Conference players behind LeBron, a couple names jump out. I think #1, John Wall. He's made a big, push up our list already this year, getting himself into the teens. That could continue. He's had a very nice stretch of being able to take his team, past the first round of the playoffs, which is something that we certainly value, because I think it points to his leadership ability. It points to his impact on a team's success. Of course, his athleticism, his ability to set the pace, his ability to create lots of scoring options for his teammates. All of those things are highly valued. And so I think he's kind of knocking on the door. And the other guy is maybe a forgotten name. It's Paul George. I think he was the second best player in the East, in the 2014 season. Of course, he has this potentially career-altering injury that kind of shakes everything up. But if he's able to get back to, say, 100%, 95% of where he was at, I think he's in that top 10 conversation too, especially as some of these older guys maybe slip, like Rob is mentioning. So, to me, it's about who joins LeBron from the East when we're talking about the very best players in the NBA.
Can't believe that the 2015 season is going to be getting underway soon, but we're already looking ahead to 2016. Ben and Rob, thanks so much, and congratulations on putting together this list. I know it's a labor of love.